Hello everyone, my name is Shilpa. This is the first lecture of class 3rd subject science. Children, in this video, we are going to discuss a first lesson from your science textbook. Okay, the name of the lesson is living and non-living things. So, in this class, we are going to study about living and non-living things. So what are living things and what are non-living things? Let us discuss now. Children, we see wide variety of things around us. As children, so many things we can see in our nature. For example, what all you can see around us? Yes, trees we can see, right? Then people we can see, some animals we can see, birds we can see, insects we can see, mountains we can see, right children, valleys we can see, rivers, lakes, okay, then different types of birds. So many things we can see, right children. So there are wide variety of things in our nature. So these things are divided into two groups, that is living and non-living things. Let us discuss now what are the things comes under living things now. Children, creatures like animals, plants and human beings will move. Right children? Why it moves? Yes, these things move. Animals move from one place to another place in search of food and shelter. Right children? So these things, these creatures are called living things. Okay. Now by this we have understood that the living things move. Right children? It moves. Why it moves? It moves in search of food and shelter. Right? So now I told you the example, living things move. Like animals move from one place to another. Right? Yes. Birds move from one place to another place in search of food. Yes, no children. So the things which move from one place to another place in search of food and shelter are called living things. Then what are the things comes under non-living things? Let us discuss now. Children, can you see this book? Yes. Can you see the blackboard? Yes, children. Can you see the table? Yes. What these things moves from one place to another place? No, it doesn't move from one place to another place. Right, children? Without any help, without anybody's help, it doesn't move from one place to another place. So these things are called non-living things. The things which do not move from one place to another place. These things are called non-living things. So children, now you have understood that living things move from one place to another place by its own. Right children? But the non-living things doesn't move from one place to another place by its own. Right? Now we have understood what are living things and what are non-living things. Okay? Now these non-living things are of two types. Okay? These non-living things are of two types. That is man-made non-living things and natural non-living things. So man-made non-living things. Children, I told you that book is a non-living thing. So who made this book? Who made this book? Yeah, this book is made by a man. Right? So what you're using for the class now? You'll use the cell phone. Right? So who made the cell phones? Yeah, it's made by a man. Then the TV, what you're going to see the television in your house. It is also a non-living thing. Who made that thing? Yes, it is also made by a man. So many things are made by man. So those things are called man-made non-living things. As I told you, computer, television, book, okay, these are man-made non-living things. Does it move from one place to another by its own? No, it doesn't move. So that means it is the things which are made by a man. Okay, those things are called man-made non-living things. So examples are computer, clothes, books, television, furniture. So many things you can see around you. Okay, then you can identify what are the things made by a man. Those things are called man-made non-living things. Right, children? Then what about these natural non-living things? Yes, children. You can see stars, sun, moon, planets, mountains, valleys, lakes, rivers, right? These are natural. Okay? It was not created or made by any human being, any man. So those things are called natural non-living things. Right, children? Those are called natural non-living things. So now we have discussed about living things, non-living things, and man-made non-living things, natural non-living things. Now let us detailedly learn or discuss about the features of living and non-living things. Right, children? Let us discuss detailedly one by one the features of living and non-living things, okay, in detail in this class. Now let us go for the textbook. So here we can see the important terms. Okay, breathe in to take air into our lungs through nose or mouth. So breathe out to give out air from lungs through nose or mouth. Hatch out. What do you mean by hatch out? Hatch out means to come out. Lifeless without life. So migration. What do you mean by migration? The meaning of migration is movement from one area and settlement in another area. Okay? Photosynthesis. This is the process through which green plants use sunlight, carbon dioxide and water to produce their own food. So we have discussed about important terms, what comes in this chapter, and we have come to know the meaning of those terms. Now we will start. We see a number of things around us. Creatures like cat, dog and elephant have life. They move from one place to another on their own in search of food and shelter. Such creatures are called living things. As I told you, creatures like cat, dog, elements, they move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. So these things are called living things. Things like table, chair and fan are lifeless. They cannot move on their own. They need some external force to move from one place to another. Such things are called non-living things. So, the things like table, chair, they cannot move by their own. They need some external force, okay, which is given by a man. Okay, by that external force only, it will move from one place to another. By its own, it doesn't move from one place to another place. Okay, it is lifeless. It don't have any life. So those things are called non-living things. Chair and table remain at their places unless somebody pushes it. Fan remains stationary unless the electric switch is switched on. Okay, so it means chair and table, it will remain in one place. Yes, no children, till we go and push the chair or table, it will be in one place, it doesn't move. Even the fan, the thing what you can see, the fan, it doesn't move. Okay, when we switch on, that time only it start rotating. It start moving. Okay, so these are non-living things. So plants are living things, but they cannot move from one place to another on their own. Even the plants, as I told you, plants are the living things, but still it doesn't move from one place to another place. We'll discuss about the plants later. Next, non-living things are two types. Things like book, computer, and clothes are made by man. They are known as man-made things. Things like the sun, moon, and planets occur in nature. They are not made by man. Such things are called natural, non-living things. You can see the picture in your textbook. Okay, sun, moon, and planets picture you can see. Okay, see, look at the picture. Books and computer, which was made by a man, are called man-made things, man-made non-living things. And sun, moon, stars, and planets. This is natural, which occurs in our nature. So these things are called natural, non-living things. Now come to the main. Observe the pictures given below and write down which are living things and which are non-living things. Now you can observe these pictures, and under that, below that, you want to write that which is a living thing and which thing is a non-living thing. So you can do it by yourself. Okay. Then coming to the point, features of living and non-living things. Okay, what we are going to discuss now. The first feature is living things breathe. Now we are going to discuss about the feature living things breathe. Okay. All living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay. They use nose, mouth, and lungs to breathe. The fish breathe through gills. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Plants breathe through tiny pores present under the leaves called stomata. Okay, see children, we are discussing about the feature of living things here. Living things breathe. Yes, we all will breathe. All the living things will breathe. Yes, children, we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. Right, children? So, like this, fish, how it breathes? We breathe through our nose, mouth, and lungs. We will use these organs in the process of breathing. Okay? So, how this fish breathe? Yes, fish breathes through the gills. And plants, how does this plant breathe? Plants breathe in carbon dioxide. Okay, we breathe in oxygen, but the plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. Okay, they use carbon dioxide. How they use this carbon dioxide? They use this carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Okay, plants breathe. How it breathes? Plants breathe through tiny pores. The plant will be having a tiny pores, small pores present under their leaves. Have you seen the leaves of the plants? Yes. Below that, under that, there will be a tiny pores. Tiny means very small pores. Okay, through which the plants will breathe. This is called stomata. Okay, what you can see the pores, no? Under the leaves, you can observe the picture here. Stomata picture, see the leaves. So this is the leaves. Okay, so here under that, below that, you can see a small pores. Pores is nothing but like holes. Okay, so through this stomata, the plants will breathe. Okay, so that means plants are living things. Okay, next, have you seen any book, table, or chair present in your home breathing in or breathing out? Have you seen children? any books, any table, any chairs is breathing. It's taking the oxygen in and breathing out. The process you have seen in these things? No, we have never seen. So that means they are non-living things. Non-living things cannot breathe. Okay? So living things can breathe. Non-living things cannot breathe. So fish breathe through gills. Plants breathe through stomata. So what about these cockroaches, butterflies and mosquitoes? How it breathes, you know? See children, these breathe through the hair holes. Okay, they will be having a special body of them. Okay, so cockroach, butterfly, these mosquitoes. Okay, so they will be having a air holes in their body. Okay, so they breathe through that hair hole. Okay, next, coming for the second point, let us discuss living things have life cycle. How these living things will be having a life cycle. A boy grows into a man, a kitten grows into a cat, seeds grows into seedlings which further grow into plants, and this plant grows into big trees. After certain age or other external factors, all living things die or get destroyed. Okay, so here living things have life cycle. So you can see this picture, baby. Okay, the picture of the baby. Then how this baby grows? The baby grows after some days or some years. The baby grows into a girl. Right, children? After some years, the girl grows into a young woman. Okay, after some years, this young woman grows to a old woman. Okay, so this is the process where living things have the life cycle. Okay, see you can see the plants also, small seeds. How this trace comes, how it grows. See, first we'll put a seed, right children? Afterwards, what happens after some days? It will seedlings we can see. After seedlings, how it grows? It grows further into a small plant. Okay. After some days, the plant grows into a big tree. Right, children? So here, after some age, all the living things will die. Okay, due to some external factors, all living things will die or it will be destroyed. So that means it will be having a life cycle. All living things will be having a life cycle. Okay. So now we have discussed about living things, have life cycle. So have you seen any pen, pencil or eraser kept in your pencil box grow? Have you seen children? For example, you have kept the pencil, erasers in your pencil box. Does it grow in your pencil box? No, this is because they are non-living things. Non-living things do not have life cycle. Okay, only the living things will have the life cycle. Non-living things doesn't have any life cycle. They will not grow at all. They are lifeless. Okay, now let us discuss about living things feel. Okay, living things feel. What do you mean by feel? What do you mean? What do you mean by feel? Yes, yes, you feel it's very cold. You feel very hot sometimes. Right, children? Feel or not? Sometimes you'll feel like paining. Yes, no, if you pinch, what happens? You feel that. The pain you feel. Right, children? So, all living things have the feelings. Even animals, plants, okay, have the feeling. So here, all living things feel and respond to the environment. Human beings and animals feel through their sense organs like eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue. We remove our hands quickly when a hot object comes in contact with them. So animals and birds migrate due to change in climatic conditions. What do you mean by this? All living things feel and respond. Yes. I told that if I pinch you, what will happen? You'll say, yes, no, you'll respond to us. Yes, no, children. If the environment is, it's very like if season, winter season comes, how you feel? You feel very cold. What you will do? You will wear the sweaters, jackets, everything to cover your body, to keep your body warm. Right, children? You are going to hear the response is coming out. Okay, when you feel cold, how you will respond? Yes, you will respond in that way that by wearing a jackets or jerkins. Right, children? So like this, all living things will be having feel. They feel, okay, by their sense organs. Okay, what are sense organs? We have 5 sense organs. Which are they? Yes, eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Right, children? Through this, all living things feel. Okay, see the animals. When we come toward the animals and birds will move from one place to the other places. Why it moves? Because of this climatic condition. So if it is cold, the animal which will not have life in the cold season. So what it will do? It will move for other places where it is hot, warm place. Okay, it will change its place. Okay, it will be moving from one place to another. Okay, so why? Because of this climatic condition. It cannot survive in that condition. So that time what it will do? It will move from the other place. Move to the other place. Okay, if doesn't want to stay, it cannot stay in the cold condition, some animals. So that time these animals will change the places. Okay, where it settles in the place where it can survive. So like this, animals move, migrate. Migrate means moving from one place to another place. Okay, to settle down. So due to this climatic conditions, animals move. Okay, so plants shed their leaves in autumn and bear flowers in spring. So you all know the seasons, summer, winter, rainy, spring, like this season you have studied. So plants shed their leaves. Okay, in which season it shed their leaves? In autumn season. And bear flowers in spring. Okay, the new leaves, the the new flowers will bear. Okay, in spring season. So a tree shedding leaves, you can see the picture of a tree shedding leaves and the birds flying. Okay, by this, what we understood, plants also will feel. For example, I will give you one more example, children. Plants. How you come to know that plants will feel? Okay, have you seen a mimosa plant? Yes. We call it as touch me not plant. Have you seen this plant? Yes. When you go and touch it, what happens? Yeah, it will close its leaves. Have you observed this? Yes, that means plants feel. When we touch it, the plants also feels, it will respond to our touch. And one more example, I can give you lotus. Okay, lotus. Okay, when it is in the sunlight, okay, how it will open its petals. Right, children, have you seen the lotus flower? Okay, when the sun shine or sun heat falls on that flower, so it is going to open its petals. Right, children? Right or wrong? Yes. Have you seen that? Yes. Means it feels the hot or heatness of the sun. Right, children? Through that only it's going to open its petals. So by this we can say that even the plants will feel to our touch. Okay? So now, have you ever seen your clothes crying when washed? Have you seen that? Have you observed that when your mother is washing the clothes or you're washing the clothes, does it cry? Does it cry that, oh, it's paining to me? When you squeeze that, it will cry, the clothes will cry? No, it never cries. Why? No, this is because non-living thing. It doesn't cry. Why it doesn't cry? Because it is a not non-living thing. It does not have any feeling. Clothes. So they do not have any sense organs to feel. Okay. So here the non-living things does not have any sense of feeling. But all living things have the sense of feeling. Okay. Next, coming for the next point. Living things require food. All living things require food. Animals, plants, human beings, all the living things they require food. Okay. Why we need food? Yes, we need food to work, play and to be alive. To survive, food is very important for all living things. Right, children? So food is essential for all living things to survive and grow. Human beings and animals depend on plants and other animals for food. Okay, all human beings and all animals depends on food. Plants and other animals for food. Yes, sure. We also depends on the plants. Okay, we all depend on the animals. Okay, yeah, we depend upon them for our food. Why we need food? Food is very essential. We need food to survive and to grow. Okay, plants make their own food by using air, water and sunlight. This process is known as photosynthesis. Okay, so I told you plants also need food. Okay, so it is also depends. Okay, they will make their own food. Okay, plants does not depend on the animals. Okay, it depends, it will make their food by itself. Okay, through the process, photosynthesis, it prepares the food by itself. So, using air, water and sunlight. Okay, you can see the plant structure there. See, observe this picture, a plant, that is the leaf, they're showing how this photosynthesis process is going here. So you can see the chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and glucose and oxygen. Okay, so here plants make their own food by using air, water and sunlight. So this process, through the process where it makes the food, is called photosynthesis. Okay, has your computer ever asked food from you? No, that is because computer is a non-living thing. Non-living things do not need food. So here, have your computer asked food for you anytime? I'm hungry, give me your food. I'm thirsty, get me a water. Like this, any computer has been asked you? No. Why? It doesn't need a food. Okay? So it does not want any food to survive because it is lifeless. It's a non-living thing. So it does not need any food. See here children, factoscope, the picture plant catches and eats insect. Have you seen the picture plant? Yes children, this picture plant is there, no? It's like, there are different types of picture plants. What it will do, it will eat the plants. It will catch the insect. Okay, so it's like a plant where it will be opened after some time when the insect or when the insects will touch that and it will be inside. When it's will be moving inside that plant, automatically it will close, it will eat. Okay, this is the picture plant catches and eats insect. Next, coming to the next point, living things show movement. This already we have discussed. Okay, starting when I'm giving the introduction, that time only we already discussed about this. Human beings and animals move from one place to another in search of food. Okay? Water and shelter. They also show movement to protect themselves from enemies. Birds fly, fish swim, snakes crawl, and frogs jump. Okay, these are the movement of living things. See children, all human beings will move from one place to another place in search of food, in search of shelter, and to protect ourselves from the enemies. Right children? So we need food, we need shelter. As no, we need to survive, right? So we will be moving from one place to another. Here the human beings move from one place to another. They also show movement to protect themselves. Yes, right. We want to protect themselves. Wherever we want, we cannot go and live there. Right, children? So any means I can say that we need a house to protect ourselves by rain, okay, from the wild animals, like that. In the same way, we will move to protect ourselves from the enemies. Even the birds will fly. We can see the movement of the birds. When it's flying, it will fly from one place to another. Then we have seen the movement of the fish in the water, swimming. It is a movement. Then we have seen the snake crawling. Okay, so it is a movement. And frogs, it jumps. Right, children? So here we can see that living things have the movement. It shows the movement. Okay, so plants also show movement. Climbers move along the walls, while creepers spread along the ground. Sunflower bends towards the sun. The stem of a plant grows upwards and its roots grow under the soil. Yes, children, here we can observe in the plants the movement. Okay, how we can observe? Have you seen the creepers? Okay, creepers plants, how it will spread through the ground. Okay, the climbers, it will grow with the support of other trees. Okay, so creepers, climbers will grow. Then that means it shows the movement. Okay, it's showing the movement. Even the sunflower, have you seen the sunflower? It will bend towards, it's showing the movement. Where the sun rises, it turns to the sun. It bends to the sun. So there is a movement. Even I told that mimosa plant, touch me not plant. When we touch, it feels and it closes its leaves. Right, children? There is a movement in that plant. So by these all examples, we have come to know that plants shows movement. So it is a living thing. Non-living things like chair and table cannot move on their own. Yes. Chair and table will not move on their own. So these chair and tables are non-living things. Next, living things reproduce. The next feature is living things reproduce. Okay, living things have life cycles, so reproduction is an important part of their life. All living things are capable of reproducing their own kind. Human beings and animals like dog, cat, cow and lion give birth to their young ones. Birds, fishes, snakes lay eggs and the young ones hatch out of the eggs. Okay, already we have discussed about this. Okay, life cycle of the human beings. As I told you, seeds grows to seedlings, afterwards seedlings to plant, plant to big trees. In the same way, baby grows to girl, afterwards girl, young woman, after the life cycle of young woman, old woman. Okay, afterwards it will be all living things will die. Right, children? So like that, in the same way, all the living things will reproduce. Okay, so here reproduction is the process of giving birth to their young ones of his own kind. Okay, the process of giving birth or giving birth to their young ones are called reproduction. So here, see the cow, cat, dog, lion give birth to their young ones. Right, children? Birds, fishes, snakes, these will lay eggs. Okay? These will lay eggs of its own kind. Right, children? So, snake egg, when it will hatch out, again the snake we can see. The same kind we can see. Right, children? Like this cow and lion, okay, when it give birth of its own, this process is called reproduction. Okay, so all living things have the feature of reproducing of its own kind. Okay, by giving birth to their young ones or else laying eggs. Okay, next, most of new plants arise from the seeds produced by an adult plant. Okay, most of the new plants, how it grows plants? How it grows plants arise from the seeds, where the seeds have been thrown. So from the seeds, it will arise. The new plant arise. Okay, from the adult plant. So here, living things reproduce. Okay, you can see here lamb, sheep, and life cycle of a hen. You can see the life cycle of a hen, how it reproduces. Okay, egg into chick, chick into hen. Okay, this is the life cycle of hen. Okay, so have you seen a book giving birth to another book? Have you seen the book? The book is giving birth for another book? No, this is because non-living things do not reproduce. So by this we have come to know that non-living things does not reproduce. Only the living things will reproduce, have the feature of reproducing. Okay, they give birth to their young ones or it lays eggs of its own kind. Okay, so living things reproduce. So now we have understood the features of all living and non-living things in this chapter. Now let's have a look what is the difference between living things and non-living things. Living things, they can breathe, while non-living things, they cannot breathe. Right, children? Living things, they require food to grow, while non-living things, they not require any food to grow. Living things, they have life cycle. Non-living things, they do not have any life cycle. Living things, they show the movement. Non-living things, they cannot move. Living things, they can feel. Okay? Non-living things, they cannot have any feel. Living things, they can reproduce. But the non-living things cannot reproduce. Okay? So by this lesson, we have come to know that what are living things and what are non-living things. Okay, what are the features of living and non-living things? Then what are man-made non-living things and what are natural non-living things? I hope you understood this lesson, children. So let us meet in the next class. Okay, thank you.